What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, today it happened. Gold is $4,000 an ounce. Silver is $47.40 an ounce. Crazy times, right? Did we ever think we would be there? So when I saw this, it kind of sparked, I'm not a buy gold, buy silver, pushy kind of guy. And I wanted to put it in a perspective of someone that's been in the game for a while. I'm 49 years old. I do sell a lot of stuff on eBay, like close to 150 bucks a day on stuff on eBay. And it's kind of like this. It's like you either got it or you don't. And if you have it, you might not even know you have it. But I'm noticing this a lot, especially where I live. I do my own garage sale Saturdays. I've met a lot of my neighbors. I do a lot of consignment for their stuff. And the general public doesn't realize the value of gold and doesn't realize the value of silver. And how is that going to uh, impact people that collect numismatics, things of that nature? So I'm going to throw some stuff at you in this video. Maybe you find it interesting, maybe you don't. Maybe you've thought about this yourself. But number one is this is what silver was costing September 2022. So 3 years ago, you could get BU silver maple leafs for $23.77 each, a roll for $4.75. The Buffalo Warrior silver round tubes were $21.33. 1,000 ounce Monument Metals had the best deal on a 1,000 ounce silver bar, 19,470. And then Germanium Mint, all that stuff. So this stuff was cheap. And when I mean cheap, at the point when I put these categories in my spreadsheet here of stuff that I buy, I was kind of watching this because we had just got off of really high premiums. Silver had dropped. The premiums were still there, but not as strong. And now it's like, dude, there are no premiums, if any. And I've noticed just a huge shift in how people, I guess, buy and sell silver and gold, how they collect coins, just and then like the coins that were somewhat collectible, to have no collectability value whatsoever. It's just literally the value in the silver. So I'll give you an example. Remember when you can go to your local coin shop and pick up some coal peace dollars or Morgan silver dollars. Maybe you'd get some of like a key date or a semi key date in there, depending on the coin shop you went to. I think you'd get them for like almost 20 bucks, or they'd give you 20 and they'd sell it for 22. Well, now it's like what? They buy it for 35 and they sell a cull silver dollar for like 37. I mean, it's crazy, right? I mean, 37, think about it. 37, even in 2022, 37 could have got you like an 1881 San Francisco Morgan silver dollar that was kind of like AU BU ish, right? Now it's just like whatever, it's called, nobody cares, right? So I'm taking a different perspective on this, and I've noticed a lot of this as well because the people that do realize gold is worth so much, they're just bringing in it into the coin shop in like troves. They're basically going through all their old jewelry, especially with silver. They're also going, they're just bringing this stuff in. So I guess the best way to put it is like if you have funds, or even if you don't have the funds to do it, bring in your old scrap gold and your scrap silver, sterling silverware. I mean, I just sorted sterling silver for my neighbor. He had like bags of it that he had from like his grandparents, and he said it's the stuff's been in his closet for 42 years. He's an older guy. I mean, I'm an older guy, 49. He's a little older guy. He's almost going to be 70. So we're sitting at our garage sale, and he's like, "Hey, I got this bag of stuff. You've been really good with recognizing like what's gold, what's silver," and I'll hand it to him. He'll go to the coin shop and liquidate it. So I'm going through his sterling or his silverware, and half of it was silver plate, but the other half was pure sterling silver. I don't even remember the brand. It didn't matter. All I know is I weighed the spoon. And I'm like, dude, this spoon weighs, whatever, 60, 65 grams. I'm like, and I handed him the spoon. I said, this one stupid spoon is a $65 bill or $65 in cash that you'll get at your local coin shop. So our local coin shop pays like a buck a gram. Although silver itself is more like $1.50 per gram, but that's how, the coin shops are the places that you take to make, turn junk, like literally junk, into actual cash, right? So anyways, I bagged all the stuff up. It was $1,700 in the bag. I wrote on there, don't take less than 1,700. There were some knives that, the part of the knife was stainless steel, but the actual handle was silver. The coin shop didn't want that. They didn't have time to break it open. I didn't have the tools or want to hurt myself just taking off, the thin layer of the sterling silver, or yeah, the sterling silver knife handle part, because there's not much silver in there. Anyways, what I'm getting at is, when you go to your coin shop to liquidate, don't just go to liquidate, but to make money on silver and gold, besides like buying and holding. And obviously, everyone that paid, $45 for American Silver Eagle, it's like, oh my God, we're finally at that point in time. It's October 7th, 2025. You can actually get your money back. I mean, you guys remember, right? You guys remember silver was close to 30, 31, 33 an ounce. And those or it was 30 an ounce, but the American Silver Eagle premium, because silver was so tight, it was so crazy. People were paying $15 over the spot price of silver for American Silver Eagle. Well, it's like, dude, now you can actually get your money back. If you don't care, it's that time. You can actually get your money back. So it's crazy, like how it's taken like 3 years to get that back. But what I'm getting at is, when you go to your coin shop to liquidate silver or gold, again, pure junk, nothing crazy, or you just got a bunch of culls, guys, turn it into something nice. Now is the opportunity to actually get a very nice piece of jewelry, or a very nice numismatic coin, like a key date. Again, if you have this pile of junk that was worth 22, 25 bucks a year ago, and now it's worth 35, what are you holding it on to? Like, this is the opportunity in the market where things are shifting. So I believe if you took in that junk, and if you need the cash, you need the cash. But when you go to your local coin shop, take a look inside their gold jewelry box. Again, they'll probably have to stand over you because it's a lot of value, and they're going to give you this bag or box of stuff. And they're getting this stuff in every single day. I mean, it's like, like a Goodwill getting in, 200 donations a day. I mean, like, just craziness, right? So the coin shop's already out the money. You can look in their jewelry box. You can maybe find something like this, okay? So this is an 18 karat gold frame shell cameo pendant brooch, blue enamel. This is like a legit piece. This is something that was made a very, very long time ago. It's absolutely beautiful. It weighs 9.6 grams. So, I mean, the gold value alone is worth whatever. But bring in all your junk and then walk out with something like this, something that you can actually cherish, sell it on eBay for a profit you want, like I do, or, give this as a statement piece, put in your safety deposit box, give this to, basically someone in the family. This is something that, yes, gold is very expensive, but they don't make this anymore, right? So, things like this, and you might even have something like this, lying around your jewelry box, maybe something you got from your grandma or your great grandma. And here it is, 18 karat. And you can tell, like, the cameo, it's a real one, meaning this was an actual shell that someone hand carved, and then just made an absolutely beautiful handmade piece of jewelry, right? And it's whatever, 1187 I'm trying to get, but the gold itself, right? The gold itself, let's say this was 14 karat, excuse me. Coin shop might give you like 540. So again, they would probably sell something like this to you for, around 700 bucks. All right. But you can turn that 700 bucks into 1187, if you sell it. Here's another example. Antique Victorian red coral cameo. Okay. So this, again, it's really hard to spot, but it is actually an antique piece. And you might be able to find this stuff at your local coin shop in their junk jewelry buy. Or something beautiful like this. Like, there's a 14 karat gold frame shelled cameo pendant and brooch. That's a real diamond, on this brooch. You can find this at your coin shop. And again, you're not going to pay $900 for it. You're just going to pay, whatever the spot price of gold is. Again, they're bringing it, if you bring it into a good coin shop, they're giving you 85-90% of the actual gold weight, but they will sell you the junk jewelry at least spot or maybe a little behind spot, something like this that has, obviously a large stone that makes up a majority of the weight, you can get stuff like this and then just keep it, man. It's like awesome stuff. So I have a feeling like a lot of this stuff is readily available. You just have to know how to spot it. Same goes for, even like little pieces like this. Like this obviously I didn't find in the coin shop, but you might be able to find it, right? So the coin shop might have given this person that traded in this ring with the gem in it. I mean, they have a lot of gems too. They don't pop the gems out. They don't have time now. They're getting slammed with this stuff. Maybe the owner does before he like brings it in. He'll pop the stones out. Guys probably has like a big giant bag of gems, and doesn't even know what they're worth. That's a whole nother game though itself. But there's like stuff like this. You probably could pick this up. This is only a 10 karat gold ring. It doesn't weigh very much, so you might be able to pick something like this up for 150 bucks. But it's a real like nice ring that someone uh, paid close to $1,000 from K Jewelers because they mark it up. So just look for those type of things. Here's another one here. These are some opals that I have found at my local coin shop. Again, these don't weigh very much. They're 2.3 grams. So it is real 14 karat gold. So, someone that traded this in probably got like 120 bucks for a pair of these earrings. But dude, there's real beautiful opals in it. It's totally antique. It's very old. It cleans up real nice because it's solid 14 karat gold. And you could double your money. So maybe you find this at the coin shop and they're willing to sell it to you for like 180 bucks. Well, now you can double your money by just simply finding, jewelry like that at your local coin shop. All right, so here's an example for silver. So silver itself, you can pick this up. I found this at a garage sale. It's 613 grams. Now, again, it has a special type of enameling process where they're just putting powder and it makes these like just beautiful, gorgeous stamps, and it's a complete collection. But I paid way less than $1 per gram. So if I were to bring this to my local coin shop, and again, I sourced it, so I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it because one of you guys might be interested in it, but I could take this to my coin shop today and at the very minimal, they would give me $613 cash. Like I would walk out with that. But stuff like this, because it's a complete set and it's rare, they only made a certain amount of it, and it's just beautiful art, art bars, I guess you want to call them, but they're in like the shape of world famous stamps. Just really cool stuff. There it is, clearly marked. They made 9,500 of these. This should sell for at least 1,200 bucks just because of the collectability of it, right? But I'm not going to lose when if I don't sell on eBay, I'll just take, I'll take it to my coin shop. Maybe they'll give me 750 bucks for it just because it's such a beautiful complete set. And then they would sell it, they would try and sell it. They probably list it, for whatever in their shop to get as much as possible. Okay. But what I'm getting at is like, you can find toned American silver eagles. You can find toned silver coins now at the coin shop. They're getting blasted with it. They don't have time to go through each individual coin. You might be able to find some BU coins that look beautiful, but there might be an issue with it. Like there's a scratch or it looks like, they were clean. You can get those at a really good price. You might be able to get like semi-key dates. Again, people are bringing their stuff in troves, like in buckets, and buckets. This old pawn turquoise piece of jewelry is the last piece I have left. I'm going to go to my coin shop and source more, but I grabbed this out of the junk silver jewelry bin. It was a couple like clear boxes. They had all their junk jewelry. So they gave this person probably 20 bucks for this bracelet. I'm selling it for 81. Have I sold these before? Yes, I've actually sold these. So I've sold this one here. This was 16 grams. So the coin shop gave that person probably 15 bucks for this bracelet. When I buy silver jewelry from my coin shop, it's 1.5 per gram. So I paid $24 for this beautiful vintage old pawn Navajo style bracelet. So I turned 24 and I sold it for 121. This piece here, I probably could have got 350 if it was not missing this piece of turquoise here. Again, it was 22 grams. I paid $33 for this. I sold it for 112, right? So again, I was already at the coin shop. I was already doing a transaction, and I've noticed other people like looking in the jewelry, the junk jewelry bin, where they've only given the value minus the stones for this sterling part, and all this stuff's going to get melted. So your local coin shop has a flood of this, if they even buy sterling silver jewelry. I've heard a lot, like Brian with Vermilion Enterprises in Florida. He doesn't buy junk silver. He'll buy junk gold jewelry, but he will not buy silver jewelry because he doesn't have the manpower to handle it. He doesn't want to deal with it, this and that. But it's crazy what you can find, right? So this is 14 karat gold plated sterling silver ring. Okay, sold that for 76 bucks. I've seen these in the junk silver bins, and something like this, a little ring like that doesn't weigh much, you probably could pick up for like 15 bucks. The coin shop probably only gave him 10 bucks for it, and you can sell it for 76. So again, when you're going to your local coin shop, especially you guys that follow me for the coins itself, don't just think coins. Don't focus on that. Take a peek inside the junk gold jewelry bin and the junk silver bin and see what they've got. You could turn your money, and again, you don't even have to have any money. You just have to have silver and gold. So if you're like, you got a bunch of boring American Silver Eagles, you're tired of looking at it. I mean, I sold these for 250. That's probably like too cheap, right? Because it's 5 times what, 47. So 235 would have been basically the spot price of silver. But if you have like just, American Silver Eagles lying around, you're tired of looking at them, and you got them, when they were $45 a piece. Well, now you can get that 45 back and turn that into something that is going to make you money. I found this piece at Savers. I paid $6 for it, and I had to buy the separate piece of glass, which was pretty expensive. It was 37, but I turned that into 150. I thought this whole big this holder here was sterling. It was unfortunately just silver plate. But if this whole big heavy tray had been made of sterling, that would have been $1,000 because it was over 1,000 grams just for that piece. So you never know what you're going to find out there when you're searching. Do not just concentrate on coins like these actual watches, these Ecclesias. They are made of sterling silver. And this one weighs 29 grams. So even if I didn't sell this as a watch for 66 bucks, I could have got $30 for this watch just for junk. And this stuff is everywhere. This is like something that they sold the ladies on QVC back in the the mid 90s. Okay, pieces like this. Okay, sterling silver earrings. You will find this in your junk jewelry box at the coin shop. Again, you'd probably pay like 10 bucks or maybe $8 for these. I sold them for 45. Here's another example. Okay, these curb charm bracelets. Okay, this thing weighed 10 grams. So the coin shop gave this person $10. I bought it for 15. I turned it into 30. You can double your money doing this. Either locally or doing this just selling on eBay. And then while you're there, take a look at some Dansko albums. If your coin shop sells Dansko albums, mine sells them for 10 bucks. I double my money on those because those are coming in like crazy. People that passed away, or they yeah, my grandpa kept all these coins in these albums. Dude, the coin shop doesn't give them anything for the album. They want the coins that are out of it. They've got albums coming out of their yin yang there, so you can pick those up. So again, you never know what you're going to be able to find out there. The stuff does sell. Gold is at an all-time high. The collectability of gold, even like pre-33 gold, is out the window. The ones that are sitting holders, unless it's like an MS65, dude, it's the price of gold. You're going to get spot for it. So maybe you guys that got gold really, really cheap, even like graded gold, maybe it's time to get rid of that stuff because it is at an all-time high. So every time I've called my coin shop, they're super slammed, they're super busy. I haven't had to gotten a chance to get in there to kind of see it for it myself, but I did hear from my neighbor who I gave that marked bag. I'm like, you're going to get $1,700 for this bag. Guess what, guys? He got $1,700 for this bag. So I know my numbers, but he said when he was in there, it was a madhouse. There was 8 guys behind the counter working. There was like 15 customers in there. Most of them were selling. Some of them were buying. He's like, there was older guys sitting on the side, and they are snatching up. They had their albums open, and they are just snatching up all the new inventory that's coming in that the coin shop does not have time to process. They don't have, they'll look at it like, oh yeah, but they're just giving the price of silver. And these guys that want to complete collections, they're cleaning up. The people that are going to the coin shops are looking at the jewelry, they're cleaning up. Even though the price is higher, the fact that there's more demand of people bringing stuff in to liquidate, that just gives you a lot more stuff to look at when you're at a local coin shop. So hopefully you have a really good coin shop nearby. If not, you can also recreate this on eBay. You can recreate this by buying lots, things like that. There are so many things available. Even if you don't want to get in your car, you don't have a good local coin shop, you can find this stuff on eBay. There are so many people out there that normally don't know the value of silver, gold. They'll have other stuff listed in their store. They'll have like a lot of things, and then you can find, uh, this watch. Okay, you might find this in a collection of watches. They have no clue that it's sterling silver, even though it literally says sterling silver on the dial. You could probably pick that up for at most like $5-10. Again, if it's in a lot of watches that someone's selling on eBay. So I wish you guys all the luck. I'm excited. This is very interesting times, but gold at an all-time high. Silver is pretty much almost there as well. This is insane times. If you need money, take your stuff in, get money for it. If you like to flip stuff, take a look at the jewelry. I know it's harder for dudes because whatever, but most dudes can spot turquoise, right? That's set in sterling silver, and most guys can spot that it's old. It's not like someone just made it or it just came from China. By the way, too, don't buy the silver stuff that's marked 925 from China or Temu. That stuff's junk. Every time I've had that stuff scanned, when I found that at garage sales, that I pay like 50 cents for a buck, it's total garbage. There's no sterling silver whatsoever. So be on the lookout for fakes as well. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching my channel. Hopefully this helps you while you're out there. It's exciting times, but now is the time to grab those semi-key date numismatic coins to fill gaps in your collection. Get rid of the stuff that you don't care about, like the silver eagles or just the junk silver that you bought and probably overpaid for back now. Now you can get your money back. Turn that into real stuff that's going to be really collectible. Or if you're looking to flip to make money while you go to your coin shop instead of spending it, definitely look at their junk silver and junk gold jewelry. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully this helps you out. It's a little different perspective, but that's what I'm here for. And that's real life. And I've actually sold these and I've made money on it. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. See you guys. Bye-bye.